All right, so welcome to this other episode of the Open Forum podcast. On this podcast is where diverse ideas converge, and also no subject is too big or too small to explore. So in today's episode, we want to explore more on sign language interpretation. So here with me is the sign language interpreter, who wants to explain more on what inspired him to be a sign language interpreter. So before wasting much of your time, let me give you a chance to introduce yourself.
My name is Crispin Sisamanja, a sign language interpreter.
Okay.
I'm from CI in Branta.
Okay. So before we go any further, I want you to tell us more about what really exactly inspired you to become a sign language interpreter.
Somehow, I can say what inspired me is I have my brother,
Okay,
who is a deaf person.
Okay.
That one, sometimes during our early child period, I like to chat with him,
Okay.
to discuss some things,
Okay.
and because of my expectation, I want to know. I was want to know that I want to know sign language.
Okay.
Because I want to communicate with that one.
Him. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much. Yeah, that's what inspired me.
Inspired you to,
Yeah.
Okay, just because of your brother who is
Yeah.
deaf, and so you want to be having effective communication.
Exactly.
With them. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you explain what law does sign language interpreter entails exactly?
A sign language interpreter facilitates communication.
Okay.
Between deaf or hard or hearing individuals.
Okay.
And hearing people.
Yeah.
This can happen in various settings.
Okay.
Educational,
yes,
legal,
yes,
medical, or social.
Or even social.
You already know that it is difficult to communicate with deaf people. Interpreters take role on that way.
Okay.
The interpreters listens to the spoken languages, and translate it into sign language, and vice versa.
Okay.
The goal is to be as accurate, neutral as possible to ensure both parties understand each other clearly.
All right. So what's the importance of
that one is important to remember that interpreter isn't just translating words, but conveying the tone and emotion of the conversation on as well. Okay,
so I want to know exactly what challenges do you face when interpreting in different settings, like you have mentioned of maybe medical or even a legal institution. So what challenges do you face actually in those different settings?
Okay, in medical or legal settings, the stakes are higher.
Okay.
And accuracy. And accuracy is critical.
Okay.
Medical terminology or legal jargon can be compressed and challenged to translate into sign language.
Some technical jargons.
Like some people can speak words that are jargons.
Okay.
It takes time to you to manage to translate it.
Translate it to sign language. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. So it requires in-depth knowledge of both fields.
Yes.
You also have to be extra mindful of confidentiality.
Confidentiality, yes.
Yeah, and professionalism.
Okay.
In these environments, there is no room for error.
Yeah.
You
can't mess up with sign language.
Yeah, as a misinterpretation. Could lead to serious consequences. Okay. It's also emotionally intense. Yeah, especially when you're interpreting for someone in distress.
Okay.
Or during sensitive conversation. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, how exactly do you prepare the interpretation or the interpreting assignments in technical or any specialized field? Okay. Preparation
is key when it comes to interpreting in technical or specialized fields.
Okay.
Before assignment, I do as much research as possible on the subject matter.
On the subject that you are going to interpret, okay?
Yeah. Whether it's medical procedure, legal documents, or technical conference.
Okay.
Yeah. Familiarizing myself.
Yeah,
with specific
terminology
and the phrases helps me. helps me translate more accurate.
Okay.
In some cases, I collaborate with clients of professions in the field to ensure I'm well prepared and have a clear understanding of what to expect.
Okay, so you do some collaboration with the experts in that field.
Before I do my work, I collaborate with that one who going to speak on that occasion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
so I should know what he is going to say or she is going to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you explain what the process of learning sign language is like, or how long does it typically take to become a proficient?
Okay, according to me,
yes,
learning sign language is similar to learning any other languages.
Okay.
But to sign language, it's special.
It's kind of special.
Yeah.
Yes.
The learning process depends on the individual and resources available.
Okay.
Many people start with base courses and gradually build up to more advanced skills. Yeah. It can take a few years to become proficient. Yeah, okay. I think so. Yes. Enough to interpret professionally.
Okay.
Yeah. Beyond just the signs, you have to master facial expressions.
Okay.
Yeah, and body languages.
Okay.
You know already that that language you speak using hands.
Yes.
Yeah. Face.
Okay.
Yeah. You just use your physical parts.
Yeah. To interpret it.
Yeah. As they are integral parts of the language.
Okay.
Immersion in the deaf community is also crucial for gain fluence and understand cultural nuances.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have explained a bit little on the facial expressions and also. So can you explain the importance of the facial expressions, as you have already said, and also body languages in sign language interpretation? Yeah.
Okay. In sign language, facial expressions and body language are essential components of communication.
Okay.
They help convey the tone and emotion. You know, when your face, when you are sad, your face shows
that you're sad.
This one is sad.
Yeah.
And when you are happy,
yes,
the face also shows that this one is happy.
Yeah.
And the context of what being signed, for example, raising your eyebrows, can indicate a question.
A question. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like exactly. You are wondering something. Yeah. While a certain facial expression can change the meaning of sign entire.
Okay.
Body language also plays a role in shows who's speaking or emphasizing a point.
Okay.
I can say without these visual cues, the messages could be misunderstood. Okay. Yeah. So sign language is truly mediation for communication.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have explained a lot on the importance of the facial expressions.
Yes.
And also a lot what you have explained. So I want to understand what are some of the misconceptions that people have on sign language or sign language interpreters.
Okay. One common misconception is that sign language is universal.
Yes, it's universal.
Yeah. Okay. In reality, each country or region often has its own version.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like here in Malawi, we speak Chichewa.
Yeah.
Same in Zambia, they speak Chichewa, but it's different.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. In Mozambique, they speak their language. Okay. It's different, like that one.
Okay. So you mean the sign language of this country may not be the same of the other country.
Yeah. For example, American sign.
Yes.
Is different from British sign.
Okay.
Yeah. Another misconception is that interpreters are always available on demand. Yeah. In reality, there is shortage of qualified interpreters. Okay. And the skilled one. You know, this is an adding skill to you.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't manage to make sign.
Yeah.
Without learning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially for specialized assignments.
Yeah.
Can take time. Some also assume that interpreting is easy, but it's mentally and physically demanding.
Okay. So
because when you stand on the field, you can see deaf people.
Yeah.
Look at you hardly.
Okay.
Yeah. Then when you are there, fears.
Just cover over just some kind of fears being part of the audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard.
Okay. So that brings me to the other question of how does exactly interpreting in front of large people, the large audience, differ from on one-to-one interpretation?
Okay, on one-to-one interpretation, you can understand easily.
Okay.
Yeah, it's different to stand on large audience. Okay. Yes. The interpreter has to mind of audience view of signs, ensuring that movements are clear and visible to everyone. People, yeah. It's also important to pace yourself that everyone can follow along, especially if there is multiple speakers. Yes. Yeah. In one-to-one setting, there is more opportunity for personalized if I say already communication. And adjustment to the individual needs. Whereas larger settings demand more structured approach.
Okay, so I want to understand what strategies do you use to manage mental and also physical demands of interpreting for a long period of time?
Okay, interpreting for long periods of time can be mentally exhausting. Yes, because it requires intense focus and quick thinking. Exactly. Physically, it can be demand due to the repetitive motions. Okay. To manage this, I take regular breaks, stretch, and practice hand and wrist exercise to avoid strain. Okay. You already know when we are going on the field there, we already know what is going to say that. Mentally, it's about pacing myself. Okay. Staying hydrated and staying present in the moment. Okay. If possible, I work with team of interpreters to alternate during long assignment to avoid burnout. Okay. So you've explained that sign language differs from around the country, I should say. Yeah. So and also there are, I mean, how does sign language differ around the world, and also are there any elements across different languages? Okay. Sign language differ around the world. Okay. Much like spoken languages. Okay. American Sign Language, if I say already, and British Sign Language are two completely different languages. Yes. Yeah. Despite both being used in English. Yes. Yeah. Okay. But while there are difference, there are some common elements, such as use of hand shapes, facial expressions, and body movements to convey meaning. And you already know, to communicate easily. Okay. Yeah. Additionally, deaf community around the world often share similar culture values. Okay. Yeah. Such as the importance of visual communication and accessibility. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So I want to understand what are the most rewarding parts of being a sign language interpreter?
I think the most rewarding part is knowing that I'm helping to bridging communication gap. Exactly. Yeah, yes, our film here in Malawi as interpreters, we say communicating, filling gap between deaf people and hearing people. Okay. Yeah.
That's your motto.
Yeah, that's our motto. Okay. Yeah, we used to say like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, creating inclusivity. Okay. Yeah. Whether it's helping someone understand important medical information, enabling students to succeed
in their classrooms,
or making a public events accessible to the deaf community. Yeah. You already know deaf community is too hard. Yes. Yeah, it's incredibly fulfilling. Every day is different. It's different. Okay. And being able to facilitate meaningful. Okay. Yeah. If I say, for example, sign language, it's changed every day. Okay. Today, you can use, like you are doing salute as hello. As hello. Yeah. but tomorrow come using a salute. Deaf people can tell you that is police.
Okay.
Not hello.
It's different every day.
Yeah,
yes.
each and every day, sign language is rotating.
It's changing, yes.
Yeah, meaningful communication between people who otherwise might not be able to understand each other. Okay. It's truly satisfying.
Okay. So in your opinion, how does cultural awareness play a role in your work, I should say, in your work as a sign language interpreter?
Cultural awareness.
Yes.
Crucial because sign language isn't just a language.
Okay.
If I said already, it's deeply connecting to the deaf community culture.
Yes.
Yeah, you already know we have our own things.
Yes.
For example, we have President Dr. Chakwera.
Yeah.
Dr. Chakwera, that deaf people to understand what Dr. Chakwera says, they need us.
Yeah, okay,
exactly.
Exactly.
Deaf culture has its own norms, values, and social etiquettes.
Etiquettes,
yeah, that are different from hearing culture.
Okay.
Yeah, if I say, we can say, we use to go some place.
Yes.
And you can go to a wedding.
Yeah.
In order to support your friends.
Exactly. Yeah.
But according to deaf community,
yes,
they say we go to the wedding to eat. You see, okay. The culture is different.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah, as an interpreter, I have to be aware of these different cultures.
Yes.
Yeah, to ensure that I'm respecting
and honoring
them in my work.
In your work. Okay.
Yeah. If I say much on deaf people,
yes,
they hate person who are saying more much about them.
Okay.
Just know them and follow their culture.
Okay.
In deaf culture,
yes,
eye contact is very important.
Important, yes.
Yeah, in order to understand, because our friends, deaf people, they use eyes as ear.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they use us as hands as mouth.
Okay.
And eye contact is very important.
It's crucial.
And it's common for conversation to be more direct.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why if you go to the church, you see interpreters standing on front of them.
Yes.
And just look at them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the culture.
Okay.
Yeah. Understanding this culture, nuances helps me to interpret more accurately and respectfully.
Okay.
Yeah, you already know deaf people are friends.
Yeah.
Are friendly so much.
Okay. So I want you to explain or to describe a memorable or a challenging experience you had while you were interpreting.
According to this question,
yes,
I can say one of the most memorable experiences I have had interpreting at major conference.
Okay.
Where the speakers was delivering high technical content. Use jargon English.
Yes.
Like these conferences. It's very hard.
It's very hard.
It was challenging to keep up with the
press.
While ensuring that the information was translated accurately.
Yes, accurately.
Yeah. Exactly. However, after the session, members of deaf audience expressed their gratitude. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which made all the hard work worth it.
Okay.
It reminded me of the impact my role has in making information accessible.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was so interesting. So, what advice would you give to someone who is interested in learning sign language?
Okay. About that advice.
Yeah.
Sign language is simple. If you understand it.
Okay.
If you I can say just for
proceed.
Okay. My advice is to start by taking formal classes and then immerse yourself in the deaf community.
Yes.
Yeah, just interact with deaf people. If you see a deaf person, just go and try your signs. Like using thumb. Yeah. This is a symbol for of giving just a hello.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the best learned through practicing and interaction with native users.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah, we learn and we learn through mistakes.
Yes,
it's part of the learning process.
Okay.
Also, remember that sign language isn't just about the hands.
Okay.
Also
facial expressions.
Yeah.
Explained.
And body languages are just as important.
Yes.
For example, when you are making sign for dancing, you should use your body like you are dancing.
Like you are dancing.
Yeah. When you are doing sign for like funeral, you should use your face like you are in a side
in a sorrow mood.
sorrow mood, like that.
Okay.
Finally,
yes,
be patient with yourself.
Okay.
It takes time to build up fluency,
yes.
but it's an incredibly rewarding skill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are now living in a world of advanced technology.
Technology.
In a digital world.
Yeah.
So what exactly does technology? What role exactly does technology play in the field of sign language interpretation?
Okay. Technology has transformed the field,
Yes.
especially with the rise of video remote
VR,
and interpreting,
Yes.
and the video relay services.
Okay.
These tools allow deaf individual to access interpreters remotely,
Okay.
whether for doctor's appointment or work meeting.
Okay.
Video technology has made interpreting service more accessible and flexible.
Okay.
You already know our friends use eyes as their ears. If they watching the videos, they take more information than just to listen to interpreter.
Yes.
Okay, especially in areas where in-person interpreters are scarce.
Okay.
For example, president have a rally. They just use their phones and watch the rally and watch what interpreter is saying. Because in nowadays interpreters are scarce.
Okay.
However, there are challenges such as ensuring that the video quality is high enough and accurate. You already know they use eyes much, and brain always they work in low form.
Exactly.
Then when a video is low quality, can't when they cannot see well what interpreter is saying, they cannot receive information.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we finish this episode of the Open Forum podcast, this episode where we're discussing this topic of the sign language, I want you to give your final advice, okay? Or what final advice would you give to listeners about the importance of accessibility and also inclusion for the deaf community?
Okay, accessibility is about more than just providing interpreters.
Yes.
It's about ensuring deaf individual and have equal opportunities.
Okay.
If I say our motto is just like filling
the gap between the hearing and the deaf people.
Yeah. To in conclusion means creating environments and where deaf people are
respected,
understood, and given their tools they need to succeed.
Okay.
Whether it's in schools, workplaces, or social setting, you already know deaf people, they don't have opportunity.
Yes, exactly.
Because of their
status that
and then some workplaces they just say this one you should take them and put them as a guard. Which is not good. It's essential that we are all advocate for greater accessibility and understanding by fostering an inclusive culture. We are creating more equitable world for everyone.
Okay. So I want to thank you very much for your time. I know you are very kind of busy person. I have seen a lot of people outside there. You are interpreting too. So it was my pleasure to interview Mr.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.